You're looking for something to be wrong, but maybe there's nothing wrong. Hey guys, happy Friday. Welcome back to Fearless Fridays. Today is Friday, December 11th, and this is episode 76 of Fearless Fridays. As always, I welcome you to the show. If it's your first time watching, welcome, welcome, welcome. We have 75 episodes for you to binge. And if you are a return watcher, welcome back. And thank you so much for watching, sharing, liking, subscribing, and joining me again this week. So listen, this is what I want to talk to you about this week. I want to ask you this question. Have you ever found yourself on the precipice of something new, something exciting, something that you have never experienced before? And just as the excitement starts to come, just as you start to dream and be thankful for this new experience, you start to hear that voice in the back of your head, in the corner of your ear, on your shoulder right here. And that voice starts to sabotage what's happening. That voice starts to tell you, something about this not right. Something here ain't right. Something in the milk ain't clean. Maybe you need to look. Maybe you need to look and figure out what's wrong here. Because it's too good to be true. It's too great to be true. It's too nice to be true. Something isn't right. And rather than allow yourself to experience the new thing and have the excitement and have the happiness, you allow that voice to completely take over the experience, and you start looking for something to be wrong. And really, you start to sabotage the newness and the greatness and the amazingness of that experience because you're searching for something to be wrong. Have you ever been in that situation? I've been in that situation. I've been in that situation where I was in the midst of something new and exciting, and rather than enjoying it, I was searching for the wrong. Now, don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. You have to be discerning. You have to be wise. You have to go into situations, new situations, with your eyes and your ears open, ready to receive all of the information that you're going to receive. Not just the great stuff, but the stuff that might not be so great, or the stuff that might not necessarily be in line with what you want. You have to do that. You have to be wise and discerning and make wise choices. But at the same time, and this is where balance comes in, balance is key. At the same time, if you have decided to dive into this experience, if you have decided to embrace the newness, to embrace the excitement, and to enjoy it, if you go in looking for things to be wrong, inevitably you will find something that is wrong. And the thing that you find that is wrong may become bigger than it needs to be simply because you were looking for it. You're out of your comfort zone because this is a new thing. You've never experienced it before. So you're out of your comfort zone. You're in a space that's unknown to you. You're in a space that's unfamiliar to you. Maybe this is something that you've prayed for, that you've longed for, that you've dreamt about. And now that it's finally in front of your face, you can't believe it. It feels like it's too good to be true. And because you've waited for so long, maybe your faith has waned. Maybe you have waited and prayed and longed and dreamt about this thing, but maybe you didn't actually believe that it was possible. Maybe you didn't actually believe that it could happen for you. So then when it starts to happen for you, because you've never experienced it before and because you didn't really believe that you could experience it, you start searching for something to be wrong. And that is what sabotages you. And that is what I want to caution you against today. Like I said before, you definitely have to be discerning. You definitely have to use wisdom. You definitely have to have a sober mind. In the midst of the excitement, in the midst of the joy, in the midst of the jubilation, in the midst of all of that, you have to have a part of yourself that is sober so that you're like, okay, let me look at this and really see it for what it is while I'm enjoying. Let me really gather all the information that I need to gather while I'm enjoying. Let me do all of that. But you have to allow yourself to enjoy the experience, to dive into the experience, and to not sabotage it by searching for something to be wrong. And this takes me to another point, which is when you're praying for something, when you're longing for something, when you're dreaming about something, meditating on something, trying to manifest something, check and make sure you actually believe that it can happen for you. Because it is quite possible to do all of those things and still not really 100% believe that what you want can be yours. And if you don't 100% believe that what you want can be yours, when that thing comes and is right in front of your face, you might not recognize it, or maybe you'll recognize it, but you'll sabotage it because you didn't really believe it could happen for you anyway. So you're like, that's too good to be true. It's not gonna last. It's not really gonna work out the way I dreamt about it working out, the way I meditated on it working out, the way I prayed about it working out. It's not really gonna work out because I didn't really believe that it was possible. So check your belief and make sure that the things that you're praying about, longing for, meditating on, manifesting, dreaming about, whatever, make sure that you actually believe that what you want is possible for you, so that when it comes, you're not searching for some huge looming thing to be wrong. And again, be wise, be discerning, go in with your eyes open, enjoy the enjoyment, enjoy the rapture, but also be sober-minded and see what you need to see and hear what you need to hear, make decisions that you need to make. But don't allow that side of things to overshadow the enjoyment. There's a balance there. It really, really is a very delicate balance. But the main point that I want to make is that sometimes you're looking for things to be wrong and there's nothing wrong. And sometimes you find something that might be wrong and then you throw the whole thing away because you're like, see, I told you it was wrong. But just because you find a small thing that might be quote unquote wrong or out of place or however you want to categorize it, just because you find that small thing doesn't mean the whole thing is wrong. You might just need to learn how to maneuver with and around and through that thing, because the rest of it might be great and you might need to just maneuver through this part of it. You might find little things that you're like, okay, that's a slight obstacle. Let's learn how to maneuver through that. Don't throw away the greatness for the small thing that might be wrong. Now, if it's a big thing that's wrong, you got to be real about that. But if it's a small thing, don't throw away the greatness for a tiny thing that might be wrong. And don't allow that tiny thing that might be wrong to grow bigger and loom larger than it actually needs to. So, yeah, that's what I want to remind you of today. And also check your belief. I might need to do a whole other video on that because, yeah, you got to believe that it can actually happen for you, so that when it does happen, you believe that it's real and that it's happening and you recognize it. So yeah, that's what I want to share with you guys today. You might be searching for something that's wrong and there might not be anything that's wrong. Or you might be searching for something that's wrong and a small, tiny thing that's meant to be an obstacle that you overcome becomes something that causes you to throw the whole thing away. And you definitely don't want to do that. So be mindful of those things. Be mindful of those things. I hope everyone is enjoying the holiday season. Don't forget to subscribe on YouTube. Click that red button and subscribe, and also turn on your notifications so that when I drop a video every Friday, that you get notified and you can watch it immediately. Also, you can receive these videos directly into your inbox you can receive these videos directly in your inbox along with motivation directly from me every Friday. So that is my newsletter for the Fearless Living Society. If you would like to join that newsletter, you can click in my bio on Instagram. You can click the link on YouTube to subscribe to my weekly newsletter. It happens every Friday, and you will get these Fearless Fridays directly in your inbox as soon as they drop. And you'll also get an extra little boost of motivation from me, as well as information about workshops or speaking engagements or things that I'm doing that are coming up. So make sure you do all of those things: like, subscribe, share, comment, sign up for the newsletter, and live fearless. I hope everyone's enjoying the holiday season, and I hope everyone has a wonderful Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, Festivus, whatever you celebrate. Whatever you celebrate, I hope you're able to find a way to celebrate in the midst of a different year that we've had. So yes, as always, remember the euphoria of fearlessness trumps the comfort of staying safe. I will talk to you guys next week. Bye-bye.